heaven's sakes. If all they're telling us we are approaching a Navy dock. You are in a fine area. Well, that's not nice. You're in a fine area. Must be the Chamber of Commerce.
No,
What are they talking
Excuse me, sir. That F was an M, sir.
An M? Oh, well, that's different. You're in a mine area. A mine area? Get directions, quick! Look out! Keep your eye peeled for subsurface objects!
Hilarious World War II comedy movies. I thought today I'd take a lighter look at a serious subject. There is no shortage of movies about the Second World War. Today, I want to show you a selection of movies that somehow extracted something humorous about this genre. There are many more than those in this list. Let me know your favourite in the comments. If you enjoy this video, hit the subscription button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Attention! Here we go. 1941, 1979. Director, Steven Spielberg. Hysterical Californians prepare for a Japanese invasion in the days after Pearl Harbor. Some scenes were so noisy during filming, the crew could not hear Steven Spielberg yell, "Cut." He had to fire a prop machine gun in the air to get the attention to stop. Stars John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Treat Williams, Nancy Allen.
What did I shoot there? I don't know!
This is war.
Oh, God. A country's honor was at stake. The lives of millions would be protected by a brave few. This is their story.
Excuse us, ma'am.
From the director of Jaws and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The most explosive comedy spectacular ever filmed.
What the hell do you people think you're doing?
Dan Aykroyd, Ned Beatty, John Belushi, Lorraine Garrett, Murray Hamilton, Christopher Lee, Tim Matheson, Toshiro Mifune, Warren Oates, Robert Stack, Treat Williams.
I can assure you, there will be no bombs dropped here.
Boy, that was fun!
For combat duty, sir!
Get me Interceptor Command. Is there a phone around here?
In the theater, sir.
Get on it.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant,
Yes, sir!
secure this area. Give me a one-block perimeter.
Yes, sir. What's the plan of action, sir?
Hold the block. You can hold one block, can't you?
Want me to tell you where Hollywood is? Well, shoot, that's easy. Hollywood is right. Oh, no, you don't. You thought you was gonna get me to show you where Hollywood was, didn't you? Tried to sneak up on me like you did Pearl Harbor. Bet you're gonna bomb John Wayne's house, ain't you? John Wayne?
Kelly's Heroes, 1970. Director, Brian G. Hutton. A group of US soldiers sneaks across enemy lines to get their hands on a secret stash of Nazi gold. There is a nod to Clint Eastwood's spaghetti westerns in The Standoff with the Tiger Tank, a tongue-in-cheek remake of the ending of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, 1966, right down to a similar musical score and the overdubbing of the sound of non-existent jangling spurs. Stars Clint Eastwood, Telly Savalas, Don Rickles, Carol O'Connor.
I got 3 Shermans outside.
His name's Oddball.
These are my boys. It's still up. No, it ain't. Look, baby, I'm kind of hung up. I need about 60 feet of bridge.
Listen, kid, they haven't got your back in a nut wart again, have they?
I don't need you. 60 feet of bridge I can pick up almost anywhere. Schmuck.
All right. I need at least 100 guys. Where do I find 100 men just like that?
Last call better show up, Kelly.
Come on, let's move it up. But my hair is still in curlers.
Oh, sure, I'll get a rupture yet with this thing.
Hey, nobody said anything about fluffing his .30 caliber machine gun all over the country. I'll make it $50 if you carry the machine gun, huh?
Fire! I thought you said 3 Shermans.
Those nuts have brought half the army with them. What is this? Oh, what is this, a ball game? Who are these guys?
My friends, the band.
And who's that bunch of refugees over there?
The band.
The band? What do we need a band for?
A little paint shop gang, they're beautiful people.
Catch-22, 1970. Director, Mike Nichols. A man is trying desperately to be certified insane during World War II so he can stop flying missions. Second Unit Director, John Jordan, refused to wear a harness during a bomber scene. While giving a hand signal to another aircraft from the tail gunner position in the camera plane, he lost his grip and fell 4,000 feet to his death. Stars Alan Arkin, Martin Bolson, Richard Benjamin, Art Garfunkel.
And I must be crazy to keep flying. But if I ask to be grounded, that means I'm not crazy anymore and I have to keep flying.
You've got it. That's Catch-22.
That's some catch, that Catch-22.
It's the best there is.
Mr. Roberts, 1955. Directors, John Ford, Mervyn LeRoy, Joshua Logan. In the waning days of World War II, the cargo officer of a Navy supply ship chafes at its role far from the action, in the Pacific's backwater areas, his frustration rising when its captain denies the crew liberty over petty irritations. When John Ford met James Cagney at the airport, the director warned that they would tangle asses, which caught Cagney by surprise. The next day, Cagney was slightly late on set, and Ford became incensed. Cagney cut short the imminent tirade, saying, "When I started this picture, you said that we would tangle asses before this was over. I'm ready now. Are you?" Ford backed down and walked away, and he and Cagney had no further conflicts on the set. Stars Henry Fonda, James Cagney, William Powell, Jack Lemmon.
Yes, he's coming your way with all the humor and humanity that made him live on the stage. All the winning warmth that'll make him live in your heart.
I saw something last night that just about knocked me out. I was up on the bridge. I looked through the glasses and it was a formation of our ships that stretched for miles. Carriers and battleships and cans, a whole task force, Doc. I thought I was on those bridges.
It's Henry Fonda as Mr. Roberts, senior officer of the cargo ship USS Reluctant. James Cagney is the skipper. An old sea dog, William Powell as Doc, who has a surefire prescription for happiness, 100 proof. Jack Lemmon as Ensign Pulver, who could get a girl in his sights even if he couldn't get one in his arms. And all the interesting, enthusiastic, exuberant men of the Reluctant, and the girls who weren't so reluctant.
They flew in last night. Knockouts, and one big blonde especially. See, of course, she went for me right away, naturally. So I started to turn on the old personality, you know, and I said, "Isn't there anything in the world that'll make you come out to this ship with me?" And she says, "Yeah." She said, "Yes, there is one thing and one thing only." Holy golly, got nurses on that island! Yeah, look, second story. See, she's a blonde, see?
Come on over here by the window.
Wow!
There will be no liberty while we're in this here port.
Take it out of me, but not of the men. Don't you hear that music? Don't you know it's tearing those guys apart? They're breakable, Captain, I promise you.
Just how much do you want this crew to have a liberty?
I don't know which I hate worse, you or that other malignant growth that stands outside your door. How did you ever get command of a ship?
I hate your guts, you smart college guys.
Powder? This ain't no pop gun, it's a firecracker. I used fulminate of mercury. I'll be back in a minute.
Fulminate of mercury? That stuff's murder. Do you suppose he means it? A firecracker into the old man's buck.
To better days.
Right.
Operation Petticoat, 1959, director Blake Edwards. During World War II, a commander finds himself stuck with the decrepit and pink submarine, a conman executive officer, and a group of army nurses. In the film, the submarine is on a constant quest to reach a submarine repair ship to restore her operational status again. In real life, Tony Curtis served on the submarine repair ship USS Proteus during World War II. It was alleged his enlistment in the Pacific Submarine Force was inspired by the film Destination Tokyo, 1943, with Cary Grant. Stars Cary Grant, Tony Curtis, Joan O'Brien, Dina Merrill.
If the man's not in them, what's the harm?
From bumbling females to blooming romance, no commander ever faced such hilarious problems.
Get them off the boat! Those two women are pregnant! Look!
Isn't it lucky for us, sir, we have the nurses aboard?
I'm running a submarine, not a maternity ward!
A tanker? Oh, she's a beaut.
Captain, it's time for your vitamin pill.
Lieutenant, get below. Damn it, get below!
We sunk a truck.
Father Goose, 1964, director Ralph Nelson. During World War II, a man persuaded to live on an isolated island and spot aircraft finds himself responsible for a teacher and several students, all females. One of Cary Grant's favourite projects, he always maintained his role in this film was most like his real personality. He claimed he kept in touch with most of the girls as they grew up and had families of their own. Stars Cary Grant, Leslie Caron, Trevor Howard, Jack Good.
Hey, be careful. What are you doing with those?
Tu comprends, toi? Pas un mot.
Mr. Eklund, where are your tea things?
My what?
Your tea things.
Last time I looked, they were next to the finger bowls. Hey, be careful with that. Didn't I tell you? Oh, it's an empty.
Are you standing by, Walter?
All set to go, Frank. What did you work out?
A parachute drop.
A what? They've got to be picked up, Frank, not put down.
We thought you could do with more provisions, what with all those extra mouths.
I want their mouths out of here. When are you coming for them?
Well, that's rather difficult to say.
Well, try saying today.
I don't think it'll be today, Walter.
But what's making that parachute drop? A seagull?
We can only manage a night drop. There's no way to land.
Frank, you still haven't said when you're going to get them off.
No, I haven't, have I? 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3?
4.
4?
With luck.
We'll have to stay here a month? I don't want to stay here.
Well, Frank, you've slipped it to me again, haven't you?
I'm sorry, Walter. There's a war on.
Oh, stop saying that.
Commander, would you be so kind as to contact my father in Rabaul and have him inform the parents of the girls that they're quite safe?
All civilian personnel are being evacuated from New Britain, Miss Renault, but I'll see to it that they're informed. Signing off.
The Wackiest Ship in the Army, 1960, director Richard Murphy. During World War II, Lieutenant Rip Crandall, who was a yachtsman before the war, takes command of the USS Echo, a sailing ship for a secret mission in waters patrolled by Japanese warships. The somewhere in the South Pacific is revealed to be Townsville, Australia, on the northeast coast, based on a sign within the first 3 minutes. The Japanese major is familiar to James Bond fans. Teru Shimada played the head of Osato Chemicals in You Only Live Twice, 1967. Stars Jack Lemmon, Ricky Nelson, John Lund, and Aussie Chips Rafferty. The Incredible Mr. Limpet, 1964. Directors Arthur Lubin, Jerry Chiniquy, Robert McKimson, Paulie Pratt, Bill Teitler. Meek and mild-mannered bookkeeper Henry Limpet has few passions in life. It's mid-1941 and he would love to join the Navy, but has been rated 4F. Stephen Hillenberg studied the film's background for SpongeBob SquarePants. The premiere was shown in a huge underwater theatre at Weeki Wachee Springs, Florida. Stars Don Knotts, Carol Cook, Jack Weston, Andrew Dugan.
Drawing into his shell, going off into his fish world.
But as a fish, Lippet is, well, he's incredible.
You are Henry.
Yes, George.
Is there anything I can do for you, Henry?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about my helping the Navy.
You? In the Navy?
And go right to the top level. I don't want to waste any time on red tape.
As a secret weapon, he's incredible, too.
Das Limpet! Herr Kapitän! Das Limpet! Das Limpet! Das Limpet!
We've got the system now!
Fish has a wife in Brooklyn? But she's not a fish. She's a real woman.
I knew I should have thrown you out the first time you came to me with this fish story.
He also wants a lieutenant's commission.
No. Absolutely no!
Hello, Bessie.
Henry, is that you?
Don't you recognize me, Bessie?
Henry, you really are
A fish? Yes, Bessie, you can say it.
think you're actually still alive and I'm married to,
A fish? Is that so terrible?
But doesn't happen every day.
What Did You Do in the War, Daddy? 1966. Director, Blake Edwards. In World War II, a strategic Italian village agrees to surrender to the Allies, only if it's allowed to organise a celebratory festival while giving aerial reconnaissance the false impression of fierce ground fighting. The film makes fun of the historically and notoriously accurate behaviour of the Italian troops, who, in the absence of any German support, capitulated almost immediately upon any interaction with Allied forces. Stars James Coburn, Dick Shawn, Sergio Fantoni, Giovanna Raleigh.
The screen dares to answer the most ticklish question of World War II. What did you do in the war, Daddy?
Be ashamed of yourself. Look at you, you're so young, sweet, and gentle. What are you? I am in command. Oh.
Take your helmet off.
Capitano!
See?
Pronti!
The Secret War of Harry Frigg, 1968. Director, Jack Schmidt. In 1943, a group of captured Allied military can't agree on an escape plan. The Allies' headquarters develop a plan and send in a man who they hope is captured to coordinate the captives' escape. This was known as, meanwhile, Far From the Front, when first announced in the character of Harry Frigg was supposed to be about 30 years old, and he said so in the dialogue, but Paul Newman was 42 to 43 at the time of production. Stars Paul Newman, Sylvia Koskina, Andrew Dugan, Tom Bosley. If you like this video, make sure you hit the notification button so you will see all my new videos as they come up. Take a look at my channel to see my many other videos. The link is in the description. Check out my Facebook page as well. I appreciate likes and subscribers. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.